we discussed earlier, it is kind of a basic skill. So I get it, but I'm like a huge advocate for just making the whole workforce data literate enough to like know what a table is without it being in Excel. Excel's a joke. So that dude who came in here saying that like you need to know Excel if you're a data scientist, no you don't. I mean, personally I don't think so. If you were starting from scratch, what would you say is the best route to become a data scientist? I mean, in this day and age, I'd probably assume it would be taking a data science degree, trying to get as many internships while you're in that degree, and then land a full-time role once you graduate. Do lots of projects. Yeah, that's what I'd say. My route was different, but it was also 4 years ago, you know? I worked with DAX and M. I prefer DAX because it's somehow similar to Excel. Exactly, and that's why I hate DAX, I'm sure, because I like Excel formulas and all that junk. I don't know. Get me away from that. Whereas I feel like M is much more similar to SQL if you were to compare it to something else, which is pure data science and data analytics anyway. Some of these comments are a little funny. You hate SQL. Why? SQL is the first, I guess, querying language. SQL is the first thing I learned as it related to data science, which is crazy because for BrainStation there was an admissions challenge. I wonder if they still have that. And basically we had to go into MySQL and query. It was either movies or books or something. And I had no clue what I was doing. But I mean, obviously I did well enough because I got in. But yeah, SQL was the first thing I ever did. And that's the first thing they teach in, well, at least in a data science bootcamp, at least in the one that I did. But I was saying in my last live, I've never used SQL on the job, ever. I've never worked within a SQL database, but I'm not sure that's typical. I think maybe it's just the roles I've had have been different, but SQL is simple, but it can get annoying to write out when you do joins and shit. Yeah, but you know what? I think SQL is good because I think it's almost the foundation for the rest of stuff, because you do joins and everything in any other language as well. You just write it differently, you know? So I feel like SQL is almost the most simple way to learn how to manipulate and query data first before you start programming. Because then you almost just translate the operations you do in SQL to your programming language, whether you're doing it in Pandas or Deep Learning. It definitely is. It'll help your understanding for sure, right? Yeah. So I'm really glad that I kind of learned SQL first, because it did, I think, give me a pretty solid foundation of how to query data and get answers from a data set in the simplest way possible. Does data science pay well or in high demand? Yes and yes, but even though it's in high demand, the industry is so insanely saturated. There's so many people trying to be data scientists, so there's lots of data science roles out there, or at least data analytics, data professional roles, but each one of them has I'd say 500 to 1,000 applicants. So yes, it's in high demand, but it's so saturated as a field anyway. Do you think boot camps are worth it? I mean, I almost feel like I have to say yes, because I did a boot camp and it landed me a role as a data scientist. But again, if you were in my lab earlier, if you do a boot camp, you seriously get out what you put into it. If you just do it, pass it, get your credential, you won't do much. You really have to leverage it to make something out of it, if that makes sense. Okay, guys. I know this was a little bit shorter. This was a shorter live than typical. But I think I'm going to go because I'm actually pretty tired. But if you guys have... Do you guys have any last data science questions? Maybe I'll answer a few more. Because I feel like I've only been live for like half hour. If that. Any other data science questions? I'm going to start my Google Cloud certificate tomorrow. So that'll be fun. And then to finish it in time, I have to finish it by the 26th, or at least this pre-certification stuff by the 26th. I calculated it. I'll have to do at least 3 hours a day, which that'll be fun. Oh, this is a really interesting question. How would you say that data science differs from ML, machine learning? It doesn't. Machine learning is within data science. Like, data science incorporates machine learning. So, and you have to do data science to get to machine learning. Machine learning is within data science. And so basically data science kind of consists of collecting data, analyzing it, doing data visualizations. Oh, sorry, I missed something. Collecting data, cleaning data. That's a huge thing. You know, apparently cleaning data is like 80% of a data scientist's time. Analyzing it, statistics, doing data visualizations, and then you do machine learning. But all those former steps I just named, you have to do that before you even get to machine learning. Like, you can't just get a data set online and start plugging it into a model. Like, you're going to need to clean it, you're going to need to analyze it, do EDA and stuff. So machine learning is a part of data science for sure, and so is AI, because you need machine learning to even then get to AI. And AI is not even like AI is a thing and stuff, but the definition of AI is a computer program simulating human intelligence, right? So it's more of a, how would you even describe that? Like, you don't do AI, really, if that makes sense. You do machine learning, and then you kind of build it into an AI application or something. You know what I mean? I hate when people think that they're unrelated or separate things. Like, AI is within data science. No, I'm not trying to do that. How has ChatGPT sped up your day-to-day work as a data scientist? I mean,